Hello and welcome to Cozy English Stories. Today we have a story that I think you'll really enjoy. It's called Luck Comes When You're Ready, and it's a gentle reminder that sometimes the best things happen when we least expect them, but are most prepared for them. So find a comfortable spot, relax, and let's begin. Once, in a quiet little town nestled between rolling green hills, lived a young baker named Leo. Leo was known for his kind heart and his incredible dedication. Every morning, before the sun even thought about rising, Leo was already in his small bakery, the warm, sweet smell of fresh bread filling the air. He kneaded dough with passion, his hands moving with a practiced rhythm. He dreamed of one day winning the annual grand baking competition, a prestigious event that could change a baker's life forever. For years, Leo had entered the competition. Each time, he would pour his heart and soul into creating the most magnificent cake he could imagine. He tried elaborate designs with towering layers, exotic flavors from faraway lands, and decorations so intricate they looked like jewels. But every year, he would watch as someone else took home the grand prize. He never placed higher than third. His friends would pat him on the back and say, "Don't worry, Leo. It was just bad luck." Leo started to believe them. Maybe he was just unlucky. He felt a shadow of disappointment settle over him. One year, feeling discouraged, he almost didn't enter the competition at all. He thought, what's the point? I always try my best, but luck is never on my side. That week, as he was closing his shop, an old woman named Clara, who was new to the town, came to his door. She looked tired and was clutching a small, worn-out recipe book. "Young man," she said, her voice soft and frail, "I heard you are the best baker in town. I have an old family recipe for a simple apple cake. It was my grandmother's. I can no longer bake, but I miss the taste of home. Would you be willing to bake it for me?" Leo looked at the simple, handwritten recipe. There were no fancy ingredients, no complicated steps. It was just apples, flour, sugar, butter, and a hint of cinnamon. It was humble and honest. He felt a connection to it. "Of course," he said with a warm smile. "It would be my pleasure." The next day, Leo set aside his grand plans for the competition. Instead, he focused entirely on Clara's apple cake. He went to the market and didn't just buy any apples. He carefully selected the sweetest, juiciest ones, smelling each one to ensure it was perfect. He used the finest butter and freshly ground cinnamon. He followed the old recipe with respect and care, not adding any of his usual fancy twists. As the cake baked, a wonderfully comforting aroma filled his bakery, a smell that felt like a warm hug. When the cake was done, it wasn't a towering masterpiece. It was a simple golden brown cake with perfectly arranged apple slices on top, glistening with a light sugar glaze. It looked happy. He brought a slice to Clara. She took a small bite, and her eyes closed. A single tear rolled down her cheek, but she was smiling. "It's perfect," she whispered. "It tastes exactly like my grandmother's. It tastes like love. Thank you, Leo. You have a true gift." Her words touched Leo's heart in a way no award ever had. He realized that for years, he'd been chasing a grand idea of success. He had been so focused on winning, on being seen as a master baker, that he had forgotten the simple joy of baking for someone else. He'd been trying to create luck with complicated recipes, instead of finding it in the pure love for his craft. The day of the grand baking competition arrived. Leo had a decision to make. He looked at his complicated blueprints for a multi-layered chocolate raspberry tower. Then he looked at the simple apple cake recipe from Clara. On a whim, he decided to bake the apple cake. He told himself, "I'm not baking to win. I'm baking to share this feeling of warmth and comfort." He arrived at the competition hall and placed his humble apple cake among the extravagant, colorful creations of the other bakers. Some of them chuckled, whispering about his simple entry. But Leo didn't mind. He felt calm and confident. When it was time for the judges to taste, they moved along the line, their faces serious and analytical. They took small, critical bites of each cake. When they reached Leo's, a famous and notoriously strict judge, Monsieur Dubois, took a bite. He stopped. He closed his eyes just as Clara had. The other judges watched, surprised by his reaction. He took another bite, slowly savoring it, A smile spread across Monsieur Dubois's face. "Magnificent," he declared, his voice booming through the silent hall. In a world of complexity, this cake is a beautiful reminder of what truly matters. It's not about how many ingredients you can use or how high you can build your creation. It is about the heart you put into it. This cake is baked with heart. It is, without a doubt, perfect. That day, Leo won the grand baking competition. He stood on the stage, holding the trophy, and he understood. Luck hadn't just appeared out of nowhere. It had been waiting for him. All those years of practice, of honing his skills, of learning from his failures, they hadn't been for nothing. They had prepared him. They had made him the skilled baker he was. But the final ingredient wasn't a rare spice or a secret technique. It was a change in his heart. The moment he stopped desperately chasing luck and instead focused on the simple, honest joy of his craft was the moment he became ready. And when he was ready, luck was there to meet him. So the next time you feel like you're just having bad luck, remember, Leo, keep practicing, keep learning, and keep putting your heart into what you do. Don't just chase success. Find joy in the process itself, because true luck isn't something that just happens to you. It's what happens when your preparation finally meets the right opportunity. And often, that opportunity comes when you are truly ready to receive it. Thank you for listening to our story today. I hope it brought a little warmth and inspiration to your day. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking this video and subscribing to Cozy English Stories for more. We look forward to sharing another story with you soon. Have a wonderful day.